Welcome everyone. For this portion of the activity, we will be using the square and the cube. So let us begin by exploring the different properties of a square first. So for this, it will probably be a good idea to have a scrap piece of paper around because we're going to be drawing on this. So first off, we're going to explore the number of edges a square has. To do that, we're just going to draw along the edge. So now that we've done our first one, and feel free to keep a tally on the worksheet that we have provided to you, or you can keep a tally on a different piece of paper, that's fine as well. So these are the edges of the square. Now that we know how many edges there are, we'll use a different color, I'm using blue, to color in the face of the square. This is how I'll be coloring in all of the edges and faces going forward. So now we know for a square there are 4 edges, which are colored in red, and 1 face, which we now see in blue. Now we come to a cube. If you don't have a cube, you can use a box. That is completely fine. A cube is made up of squares. So now that we know how many edges and faces there are in a square, let's explore a cube. So first off, we're going to look at the edges. So an edge on a square will be wherever two square faces meet. So this right here will be the edge of our cube. And we'll just color it in. Now we have 1 edge. Keep in mind that this 1 edge counts for this face as well as this face because they meet at this edge. And we will continue doing this for all of the other edges. Keep a tally on another piece of paper if that will help you keep track of how many edges there are. So now I've done 4 edges, so I'll just do that, and I'll turn it, and I'll keep going. So now that we've covered all of the edges of our cube, we know that there are 12 edges on our cube. Continuing forward, we will use the different colored pen again, and we'll count how many faces there are. Now that we've completed our cube, what connections can you make about a cube and a square? Or if you're using a differently shaped box that's made up of different rectangles, what connections do you see there? How many squares are in a cube? Now that we have explored a square and a cube, let's move on to a Mobius strip.